What's your takeaway from the last 2 weeks? Is this team what we thought they were?
I still think so, yeah.
So we're back. The Dan and Ninko Show, episode 51. We had the epic 50, which is, you know, a terrific number. But anyway, 51, Jod Mayo, great number too. But we have a special guest. Brody is here. Hopefully he doesn't tear the mic apart.
Brody's return.
He's okay. Found this in my garage, the Yo Soy Fiesta I Am Party. This is a classic tee, actually. This is a very special tee. I never wore it, so now it still looks brand new. But we're going to dive into a few things in this episode. Number one being the Patriots in that terrible loss that they just had. Basically just lost the division.
Yeah, they didn't play good, though.
Did they lose the division?
Probably.
I
don't know. We'll have to see when the picks come out.
Boom.
When the picks come out.
Punch in the gut.
It just matters when the picks come out.
Yeah. What do we got for beers this week? Let's see. This is
Springdale.
Ooh, a Springdale Spiritual Gangster Hazy IPA.
Yeah, and you keep on dancing.
This is limited edition too. This is special stuff. And we're taping on a Thursday today, which tomorrow is New Year's Eve.
Yes.
New Year's Eve. So I'm just going to start this thing early right now. Who gives a shit? Brody, don't. Okay, good boy. But anyway. Oh, that's good. Oh, boy. Oh, that's really good. So
that is good.
Talking about the Patriots.
Spiritual gangster.
What's your takeaway from the last 2 weeks? What's your takeaway?
They have not adjusted well in the game.
Is this team what we thought they were?
I still think so, yeah. I mean, they were in both
Super
those
Bowl
games.
winner?
Yeah, well, because the AFC, there's not like a dominant team. The Chiefs can be dominant, but the Chiefs at the same time can be trash, though, too. I mean, everybody's close.
I don't know. The defense is a little porous right now. They need to stop the run a little bit better.
But it wasn't the run against the Bills. It was the fact that
Josh Allen ran a few times, scrambles, extended plays. Yeah, they didn't look great. You know what they were able to do?
Crossers, like they just ran crossing routes.
Check downs.
Yeah,
they were just checking the ball down like a 2-yard pass turned into 12.
But the thing is, though, when you're rush 2 and 3, eventually you have to change it up in blitz or rush 5 or you're just rushing 2, 3, and then just playing zone.
Do you think Jacksonville has a chance?
No.
No, they don't.
No.
They don't at all.
But that's not like a fair thing, though.
It's not a fair thing. But, I walked in my house yesterday. My wife looked at me. She goes, ooh, you need a tan. You need to go somewhere nice and warm. And I said, yeah. Where are we going to go?
Yeah.
Got 3 freaking kids.
And you don't fly.
I do fly. I'm not John.
When was the last time
Speaking of John Madden, passed, and I just watched his special. You know what's crazy? John Madden, I mean, obviously he's a legend, an icon forever, but didn't you think that in 95 he was like a lot older?
What do you mean?
Like he's 85. He just passed away. He was 85 years old.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I thought he was
100.
I thought he was old. I thought he was 70 years old when I was a kid.
Yeah. I mean, he looked old like when he would be, on the Super Bowls and stuff like that.
He looked older, and then recently when I watched the special on Christmas Day, they had a special on John Madden, and I was like, how old is he? I thought he was like 90s.
Yeah, no, but even when he coached, though, all the clips you see of him coaching, he looked old. He was like 40.
He was young.
He was like the youngest coach to win a Super Bowl time. I think it was like 38 or something like that when he won a Super Bowl.
But that was that's the crazy thing about John Madden and all the things that he did. You couldn't do that anymore. Like, you can't do the commercials and you can't do like all the things, the way he coached, the way that he was getting after. Like if you watch old clips of him, he was like crazy, screaming, yelling, getting after the players, getting after the referees, jumping through walls. You know, hey, I drink Miller Lite. Boom. Like, just, I'm hanging with the guys.
Well, it's crazy because he had like 3 like Hall of Fame careers, right? Because he was a Hall of Fame coach, a Hall of Fame broadcaster, and then a Hall of Fame like pitch man.
I think like the country today, you can't get that same just everybody universally loved them.
Yeah.
I think now everyone's like, oh, you know, like they're just different. It's just a different world right now.
Yeah.
And also too, like television, we sat around the television to watch the Super Bowl. You weren't in your cell phone. You weren't doing the social media. You weren't doing Instagram. There was nothing. All you had was watching football, watching Thanksgiving football.
It was a big game when John Madden was calling.
Yeah, so it's just different. And other than maybe who's another like polarizing figure that every single person adores? The Rock?
Football?
No, right now. I'm saying like somebody that everybody just loves. All age groups and has that much of The Rock? Like The Rock? Maybe?
Yeah, that's what it's got to be, right? I'm just trying to think of.
Yeah.
I don't really think. Yeah, nothing that's probably universal, I guess.
Like a universal symbol.
Yeah, I mean, John Madden, everybody loved John Madden.
Annexation of Puerto Rico. Come on. Little Giants wouldn't have beat the Cowboys. Spike would have been the victor. Icebox would have been crying back to the pom-poms as a cheerleader. But just think about that. That game, you know, there's a point in that movie where the bus comes up. It's the all Madden crew. You had
he's in The Replacements too.
Is he in The Replacements?
Yeah, he's the broadcaster. Oh. You don't remember that? Like,
I don't.
When they fumble the ball and he's like, and he has the Madden straighter thing, and he's like, you know, see this guy here, you know, fumbles the ball and then he kicks it, and then you know it's all that. You don't remember that play?
I don't remember.
He was in there.
But and then also too, they were showing a lot of clips yesterday of his broadcasts, and they were funny.
Yeah.
It was Gatorade coolers.
This
is the mom, this is the dad, and this is the
child,
baby.
like that,
this is the baby cooler. It's like, what? But yeah, definitely, it's a sad type of feeling when you start to lose those icons that are a symbol of childhood. You think about Madden when you were a kid. That's all you look forward to, like Madden 95.
Yeah. No,
EA,
exactly what it is.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah.
Just
playing Madden was one of the best things when you were a kid.
Loved it. Yeah. And then you get in the league, and you're in Madden. It's like surreal.
Yeah.
So
and for what it came from too, like when it was on, like just the little things, the little figures in it, and then it just kept evolving. And every year you look forward to the new Madden coming out.
So real.
That was the best thing. The whole John Madden.
Making your own teams. I used to make my own player.
Yeah.
It was just badass.
It was awesome when you could trade your own players, make your own teams.
Brody's he's sitting down and chilling. Nice. Brody's a big boy. He needs to go for training. Let's get him trained up. Can we get him with a vodka? Can we get him I
don't know.
Get a golden attack?
Probably not.
Tack dog?
Do you think he can?
I don't know. He wants to lick everybody. He doesn't want to attack anybody.
Yeah.
He's been a little, when someone comes past the front of the house, he gets a little, he barks. Usually Goldens don't bark. But yeah, so the Patriots looking forward, the scariest game to me is Miami in Miami. Miami is playing well. Miami can still win the division.
I don't know.
You know that? Miami can win the division.
Yeah,
if they win out,
the
Patriots lose.
Well, yeah, because they'd have to win out. They play.
No, well, I don't think the Patriots. I think the Patriots can beat Jacksonville. No, they have to lose out.
Yeah, because if they lose to Miami, say the Patriots beat the Jaguars, Miami wins out. They have the same record, but Miami controls the tiebreaker over them because they're 2-0 over them at that point. So yeah, the Patriots, if they lost both upcoming games, they won't make the playoffs.
Oh, they won't make the playoffs.
No, because they'll be like 9-8.
Well, that was a bummer.
I mean, they're gonna beat the Jaguars. All they clinch this week if they win and either Miami or Vegas loses.
Wow, look at the mess he's making right now.
But then there's other scenarios too. Even if they lose to Miami at that point, that they still make the playoffs if they beat the Jaguars. But so what are you concerned with now? Are you concerned with the defense, with the offense, with the whole team, with Bill Belichick? What's the Rob Ninkovich concerns?
No, a couple of things concern me, and that is number one, like offensive potency. Can they go out? And I've been saying this all year. Can they go and score when they need to score, but quickly? And that was the issue against the Bills. The Bills scored. They go up. It took them 4 minutes. So their average drive was 7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So 7 minutes, 30 seconds there was their average scoring drive. Their quickest scoring drive was 4 minutes. Sometimes you're going to have to score in 2 minutes or a minute. And I just watched the Brady Man in the Arena, the 7th one, where it was the comeback, my last game as a professional. We had to score with 2 minutes. Like, we were down. We had to score a touchdown with 2 minutes left in the game. We had to score a touchdown. We were down 8 points.
Yeah.
And we were able to score a touchdown. That's what scares me about this particular team. I don't know if they can score when they need to score.
Is it that they can't do it, or is it that the coaching isn't allowing it?
No, I think it's the pieces there. When you think about, they're missing a couple pieces. I think Smith has kind of been.
But they haven't done anything with him. He doesn't he blocks. That's all they let him do is block. And they'll throw like a screen pass to him. Like
Hunter Henry, they only use him in the red zone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there's nothing there. I mean, that game's tough because Mac had a lot of key drops. There was a lot of bad drops. There was N'Keal
There were
Harry.
a lot of, but nobody talks about that. And then when I listen to the sports radio, they talk about his arm and his just missed throws. I'm like, what about drop passes?
The 3rd and 9 when
Harry hit him in the face.
And the defender wasn't even near
exactly.
him.
So that's my issue is the team that gets into the playoffs, they have to be able to score when they need to score and they need to get back into the game. The Patriots, we've seen if they get up early and they're running the ball with success, that's how they win. That's the blueprint. Boom, run the football. Get up on our opponent, play good defense, we'll win the game situationally. Well, the last 2 weeks, the Colts, you get down 14 points, you can't get back. You can't get back out of it, out of the hole. The Bills, you get down early, you can't get out of the hole.
I think they can. It's just the fact that the Patriots have always been opportunistic, right? When they needed a play, they made the play. This team has not made the play when they needed to play.
J.C. Jackson
on defense, on offense,
had an opportunity to make the play that would have basically ended the game.
It was 4th and 7, and they jumped off sides.
That's
Patriots.
bad. I'm saying that J.C. Jackson almost pick that.
That might have ended the game there.
It would have been.
Yeah.
It would have been because I have a feeling that Josh Allen would have thrown that interception, been down, and then come out and thrown another pick or something.
Yeah.
Like something just bad.
But that's the difference. Is like even the Colts, like Jamie Collins had that pick 6 that he dropped. But the normal Patriot teams, right? They make those plays. Those plays happen.
So is this not the normal Patriot team?
I just think it's just that
this team is better than last year's Patriots team.
Yeah,
which Cam Newton is a number 2 quarterback right now. He's behind Sam Darnold.
That's bad.
But guess what? I'm back. Come on. Oh, I'm not gonna. I mean, it is what it is. But just like, it's so funny in our world that we live in right now. Everything is so quick to jump on one thing and then jump off to the next. It's like, whatever. It's the way it is. That's our new world. That's our new reality.
Yeah, but
we're not going back. I think these are terrible too. Like, would our world be better without a cell phone?
Probably.
100% would be. If these were never invented, our world would be completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different. we'd have to speak to each other. We'd have to have conversations. We wouldn't get all of our news through Instagram and people that are cuckoo that just make shit up and push certain fake shit everywhere. Like, these things I could do without. I could do without that. I honestly think I might go to the flip phone.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I might. You want to call me? Call me. You want to get a hold of me? Call me.
No texting?
No texting. No Instagram.
No looking at cars on Instagram?
I do love looking at cars. I do it every day. Every day, every day. Every day, every day.
Oh, I can't do it.
I do like to search. I like to search for. I like to search things like cars and stuff. But anyway, other than that.
But back to the Patriots, though. What I'm saying is that just the last 2 games, they have not been opportunistic the way they normally have been this season on that run. You know, they make one play in each of those games. The outcome is different. So you can't say that they're much different than you thought they were just because, you know, they dropped 2 interceptions. Like, I mean, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I also think that when you look at the Patriots and what they normally do is they don't jump off sides.
It's also a rookie
on 4th and 7. They don't
have a rookie in there though.
They don't give up block punts in 3 games versus
how many
an
years
opponent
though
on the road.
How many years of the Patriots when you played had 3 starting rookies on the team?
3 starting rookies?
Yeah.
Well, not a quarterback, obviously, which is huge. And that's another thing. I feel like people forget that Mac Jones is a rookie. He's a rookie.
But look at the other quarterbacks like Fields
they
and
suck.
Lawrence. They're terrible.
Yeah, we talked about that last time. We talked about that before. So just moving forward, they're going to beat Jacksonville. We know that.
Yep.
The Miami game,
so
I don't know. We should go to that game. Should we go to that game?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind.
I don't know. Omicron is coming for us all. Like, come on, Omicron.
But if they go to Miami and they beat Miami in Miami, then what? You're high as can be on the Patriots then?
No, I just think that they will be in a good position going into the playoffs and in a good, confident spot. I feel like right now they're on some shaky ground, confidence-wise. You know, Bill after the game and like, hey, Bill, I'm doing a story on New Year's resolutions. Can you give me one? No, I can't do that. Maybe next week. Like,
what's up with your boy Mac though at every press conference now?
Yeah, you know, I just I gotta be better, and you know, can't feel sorry for ourselves. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You gotta go out there and you gotta work hard and practice hard and. You know, trust your coaches and trust the doctors that are working for the team to give you the best advice on the proper procedures to stay healthy. So, you know, I'm just going to get back to work and try and practice the best that I can, and I got to be better. And that's the message.
I mean, in the game, that, you know,
but I love the kid. I love the kid.
Yeah, a lot of people are on him.
I bought 10 of these.
Yeah, a lot of people are on him, but. I mean, he didn't play well in the game, but part of it is
I don't think he didn't play bad.
But the offensive line didn't play well though either. I mean, he was hurried a lot in that game.
Yeah. Well, he also got he got the scrambled eggs upstairs.
What about both of those unsportsmanlike conduct penalties? The one they pull up and the other one they call the offsetting.
The one that Mac, okay, he's a smart kid. He's got great coaching. If someone touches you the second you're in the white, fall.
But he had him.
He
yellow.
tried to stop it. He tried to help him, and he did the flailing. The flailing.
Josh Allen, the game before, got pushed out of bounds, and it was a personal foul.
Flailing.
They didn't pull it. They didn't pull the flag though.
Get away from the little man.
They didn't. They threw the flag like they did this time, but they still called the penalty. Then the one on David Andrews was ridiculous.
Which one was? Oh no,
when Mac Jones slid and got
But when
crushed.
the games get chippy,
they don't call.
First of all,
penalties like that.
I just watched a replay. I was watching the Madden replays. They've been replaying games with him calling the games. The NFL is so freaking soft now. I wish I could go back. If I could be the same player I was and just put me in the league right now as a young player, you couldn't run to my side. Tight ends don't want to block. Tackles don't even want to block. They're like they don't want to hit each other. They got all these rules in place. You can't touch a quarterback. Like, I don't know how you hit a quarterback.
But you can touch a quarterback. Look at the Patriots game.
You can or you can't.
You can, because he got crushed sliding.
No, he didn't get crushed.
He got hit.
Watch
got hit in
the replay. He didn't get hit in the head that hard.
It doesn't matter if it's
you
hard
want to
or
watch
not.
getting hit in the head hard. Put on 10-year ago clips of the NFL. Those dudes were getting baptized and sleeping, frozen. He didn't get hit in the head hard. He came in and he hit him, but it wasn't like a violent, crazy hit.
They threw a flag.
They threw a flag because it's the quarterback, and if you touch the quarterback, now it's a flag.
But then David Ingers got called on just taunting for talking.
The product that we witness in 2021 is worse than what we witnessed in, say, 2011, 2012. It's just a fact. The game is softer. They're trying to make it softer. I get it. It's for the health and safety of the players, but they don't give a shit about the players. It's optics. They're just trying to have the good optics. But the problem is that type of football is trickling down to high school, to college. There's poor technique. There's poor everything because you can't touch anybody. You can't practice anymore. You can't work on fundamentals. You can't work on pass rush. You can't work on half line or run fits. You can't do any of that anymore. I mean, these guys wear helmets with pads on the helmet.
Yeah,
like, come on. Yeah. You look like the mushroom from freaking Mario Kart.
Who was that? There was one in the...
There's 49ers. Yeah. I even text Bosa on Instagram. I said, thank God you didn't have one of these on your head. You look like a complete moron. You got a helmet on. If you don't want to hit each other.
The rubber on top of the helmet.
You don't want to hit it. You don't want to hit. Don't hit. Keep your head out of it. You can keep your head out of everything. Put the freaking thing out. You look like these guys look like clowns.
I don't understand why they're wearing it though. Like in OTAs, where you're not even allowed to hit.
You're not allowed to hit.
Really.
Oh, so you don't touch. You don't want to touch heads. Like, take a bowl of Jello, throw it across a room. See if it doesn't. What's wrong with you? Don't pee or poo. But anyway, the game is changing. They want to make sure that the offense scores a lot of points. I get it. Defensively, people aren't as physical anymore. I can't when there used to be a zone inside the middle of the field that if somebody ran a crossing route or an over route or a slant, they would be like, I don't know if I want to do that. Ray Lewis is going to kill me.
Yeah.
Now, if you hit somebody too hard, you don't even have to touch their head. If you hit them too hard and it looks like a violent hit, they're throwing a freaking flag on it. When it's a legal hit, they need to bring a review on hits. And if the hit is clear, not in the head, then go ask Godwin if he would rather have his knee blown out and have a 10 to 12 month rehab on his contract year or get hit in the head.
Yeah.
I guarantee he would say, I'd rather get hit in the head than have no ACL or MCL and have to go through 10 months of rehab and get paid a shitty contract and have a 1-year prove-it deal and go out there and have to do it all over again and have somebody blow my other knee out or have somebody hit me in the knees again. Hit me up top.
Yeah.
Hit me up top. I'll deal with that shit later. So, I don't know. That's my tangent.
The Godwin thing's going to be tough. Blow your knee out week 16.
Terrible. And a contract year when you're the go-to guy and you're a beast.
Yeah.
So, and this is the shitty part about the league. The team's probably like, oh, man, I'm so sorry. So sorry you blow your knee out.
Yeah.
We'll be in touch with their agent.
Yeah.
Like,
we'll give you the 1 year.
We'll give you a 1 year minimum.
We couldn't afford to pay you.
Yeah.
But now we can.
Now we can pay. If you want to go, we'll give you a nice contract, but it won't be what it would have been.
Yeah.
So now he's going to have to make a decision. Okay, do I
do the 1 year
go
deal?
1 year prove-it deal, or do I try and take a guarantee that will set me up for life? And that's the issue. I mean, when I blew my knee out in 2006, that kind of changed my mentality. As I used to be I can just go play and I'll be fine. Like, I'll just go out there, ball out, and it'll all take care of itself. Well, then when you blow your knee out, you start thinking like, well, if they're offering me this amount of money now and I don't have to risk playing another year. I mean, every contract I signed with the Patriots was a year before my contract was up. Now that limits your negotiations. It limits the amount. But when you think about it, I'm like, okay, if I can do 3 of these, and my guarantee is enough to like keep me above, well, inflation now. Keep you above inflation. You make 6 to 8% in the market. You know, very, very.
Well, it's the safe play.
Yeah, safe. Not aggressive. Very, very safe. Hit singles. Take the guarantee. You'll be good. Or you go out there, roll the dice, and you get nothing.
Yeah.
And then
you're
you're
a big
screwed.
payday.
Or get a big payday, which some people do. They get big paydays.
Speaking of big paydays.
But the problem is you get a big payday, you go somewhere for a year. You go somewhere, you go 2 years to Cleveland, you get paid. What's wrong with you, dude?
Speaking of big paydays, though, but the Patriots, going back to that, I think one of the big things the last 2 games that's been eye-opening, I guess, is, and people around here don't want to say it because they like the acquisition of it, but, Mr. Red Sleeves, Matthew Judon, has not showed up at all. Since he got that Pro Bowl.
Here's the thing about certain things. Guys that are in a position like pass rusher that get paid by a team, there's like everything you see now, every post, every ticket purchase.
Yeah.
There's like the drawings, there's the push. It's the push. It's the push because we brought this guy in. He's a Pro Bowler now. He's got 12, 15, whatever sacks he's got. It's the push. We brought him in. We did it. He's our first rounder.
Yeah.
Our guys selected him. Handpicked him. And look at what he's doing. Now it's the push. And at a certain point, you have to be able to continue. Like there's certain guys that you don't have to push. They're DeMarcus Ware. Look at Jason Taylor. Like guys that are just freaks that will always have 15 sacks a year. Always. You don't have to push them. But I feel like the league now, they're way into this. It's all about pushing a narrative, pushing their best player, pushing the optics of what they've selected or paid or whatever for a certain player, and they want people to look at it and be like, Brody, come. He does not like this harness, by the way. I'll take it off you. There you go. Shake it off. Whoa, that's a fur ball. But I like Judon. I think he's a great player. But I think it's more than just one guy. It's not just Judon that helps that defense. The secondary, if you watch every pass rush of Judon, there's probably been like 3 pure one-on-one rushes that were won off the snap and he got a sack. A lot of them were good games, flushes, loops, me games, twists, grab me's. I know them all. All those colds, grab cold, and the other guy. I mean, you look at Trey Flowers, right?
Yeah.
Trey Flowers got a $90 million contract. Good player, $90 million player.
Yeah, no.
In another
He
scheme,
really showed it.
like
I don't think he's even played really.
he's played, but he's got a sack a year.
Yeah.
So the guy that got Trey, I mean, the guys that get guys paid, which is unfortunate, are all the little pieces.
Yeah. It's coverage sacks.
It's the secondary. It's having Gilmore, having J.C. Jackson, and I'll say it firsthand. Like when I was playing, did I love having Revis and Brandon Browner and freaking McCourty when he was young and Chung? Hell yeah, helped me get good amount of pressures on the quarterbacks. But that's because it all works together. It's not about one guy.
Well, here was the coverage stats from the Buffalo game. Miles Bryant, 9 completions on 11 targets, 89 yards, 100 passer rating. J.C. Jackson, 5 catches on 9 attempts, 70 yards, a touchdown, 117 passer rating. Duger,
who's that kid went off?
3 of 3, 41 yards, a touchdown, 158.3 passer rating.
McKenzie or
McKenzie.
McKenzie. Is it McKenzie?
McKenzie is what it is.
He had like 11 catches for like $120.
Yeah. Hightower, 3 of 3, 31 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Mills, 2 of 3, 20 yards. Adrian Phillips, 2 of 3, 12 yards, a touchdown. That was your coverage.
It was a bad day in the office.
But my thing is,
but the problem too is you're playing
JC
zone.
holds that ball on though, if he holds that ball, if he catches that ball, J.C. Jackson intercepts that ball.
Yeah. Well, it's a different. But the coverage stats are the coverage stats. But they also played a lot of zone.
But that's the thing.
You're playing
why
a team
aren't they moving out of it? Like, if zone's not
working. They played man and zone. They played both.
But even in man, they weren't rushing a lot though. They never really rushed a lot.
No, they were rushing. They just don't have
they had
four. They don't have 4 dogs that can rush. They don't have 4 pure. They don't have 4 dudes that you can line up and just say, go get the quarterback.
That kid Barrymore has got one of the highest amounts of quarterback pressures for a nose tackle, and that really collapses it, but nothing's coming in off the edge. I mean, one problem is on the linebacker cores. Outside of Judon,
you thought that, like, before the season started, what happened to Uche? What happened to Winovich? What happened to all the other pieces? What happened to the kid that they drafted, the 3rd-round kid from Oklahoma? Like,
he's been hurt though.
Well, I'm just saying, when the season started, you had a variety of pass rushers that everybody like. Uche, what happened to Uche? Is he hurt?
He was hurt. He was on IR. He came off IR. He just went on a COVID list.
Like he was. Didn't he have some great rushes early in the season?
A couple bull rushes.
Yeah, like good bull rushes. Yeah. Got a sack. So it's just like, why does it look a certain way and then it's just gone? And Judon is he's a great player. He's a good pass rusher, but it's really hard to have one guy. You need 3. That's why pass rushers are just as vital as quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Having a good platoon of pass rushers, if you look around the league, the best teams have 3, 4 guys that can get to the quarterback without running a game. And when I say game, it's like when you're playing Sorry and you have a scheme or Monopoly and you're like, I'm going to do it this way and it helps me get to this point. A good pass rusher doesn't matter what's in front of him. I'm going to beat this guy one-on-one. I don't want to run a game. I used to say, I don't want to run games. I don't want to run a game. Games are great, but beating somebody one-on-one is better because it's boom, it's instant. Once you can beat a guy one-on-one, my favorite and best, most successful seasons were with me and Chandler on the same side. Chandler would come inside, come to the 3 technique. I'd be the outside 5, and we would run me games, you games, and straight rushes. That's it. And they couldn't block us because Chandler is a freak. Like, Chandler's the best pass rusher I've ever seen in my life is Chandler Jones. The best passer, let me repeat that. The best pass rusher that I've ever seen in my life is Chandler Jones. And I've played with Jason Taylor. I've played with a lot of tremendous, tremendous pass rushers. Chandler Jones has pass rushing on the brain 24/7. He'd walk past you in the hallway and do a move. He would say, do a set, and I'd do a set, and he'd try and work my hands. Like, he constantly is thinking about how do I get to the quarterback. When you have guys that can beat one-on-ones, you can't win. Look at the Giants. When we lost to the Giants, they had 4 guys that can win a one-on-one rush. Straight up.
That was probably one of the best pass rushing defenses.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. So,
but you're right though with like Uche and all that. I think the issue is they're so attached to having Hightower and Bentley in the middle.
Who else are you going to put? Hightower. But then you also need a guy that can call the defense, that can get everyone on the same page. It's really hard to find a combination of smarts and skills on the field that can put it all together, especially in the Patriots defense where you have multiple fronts, multiple movements, multiple sets, formations. We're going 2-3, 2 Tracy, so 2x2 is 2, 3x1 is Tracy. Like all those, it's live and dead tags. Everyone's like, what is he talking about? A live and a dead tag is if it's live, wherever that motion is, we're playing and we're moving. If it's dead, the second the things move, we're dead. We're not playing it. We're going hands. That's cover 2. We're going something else. Anyway, everyone's like, what the hell is he talking about? All that stuff is a moving part. You can have a guy that can beat a one-on-one or an inside linebacker that knows how to stop the run or can cover a back, great. But if he doesn't know how to change with a motion or he doesn't know how to get the front aligned or doesn't know how to adjust everything in the snap of a finger, you're screwed. So it's a balance. It's a hard balance. How do you find an inside linebacker that's smart, that can cover, that can stop the run? That's like a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
Can't find those. Especially now.
But you got to adjust to that.
At a college level where they don't even call the plays.
Yeah.
They look to the sideline and they hold up a sign and they go, "Oh, SpongeBob SquarePants." Like, they don't even know how to make calls. They don't even talk to each other. They text each other in the locker room probably now in 2021.
You kind of have to, though, with COVID protocols.
Yeah.
You're not in the same locker room. But I don't know. I just think that in the middle there, they're so slow. It's like so incredibly slow that you can't then play all of the zone because the middle of that field is going to be open.
No, the problem is in zone, there's a 5-yard no cover zone. So you want to get depth in your zone so you can take away some over routes or crossing routes and then rally to the checkdowns. Rally to the checkdown. When you have depth in your zone and you're probably too preoccupied with making sure that the ball doesn't go over your head and then they just check it down, it's what the Patriots did for 20 years with Tom Brady. How many games do we see Tom Brady still does it today, still does it, drops back, looks at all the options, checks it down for a 20-yard gain. James White, we won a Super Bowl off checkdowns. Shane Vereen, same thing, check down. I mean, Dion Lewis, all checkdowns. Like, let the defense get depth, distance themselves from the easiest throw it to the guy. He gains 15 yards. Way better than throwing it into traffic and almost having an interception. The Bills basically beat you on what you've done to the Bills for 20 years with Tom.
Yeah.
Drop back. Look at what you got. It's zone. Check it down to the back. 20-yard gain, 10-yard gain, 12-yard gain, first down, move the change, keep doing it. And Tom's still doing it today. He still does it. So it's a balance of how do we play zone and man, not give up these easy throws for first downs, but also get pressure on the quarterback without having to lose a guy in coverage. So when you can't rush with 4 guys, you got to add a guy with a blitzer. That doesn't work. Then you're losing a guy in coverage, and then you're just looking like you're just a turnstile. Boom. The offense is like, whoa, what do we want to call now? Oh, yeah, let's let our quarterback scramble around, and we'll throw a deep pass for a touchdown. Great. Like,
yeah, no, I mean,
it's frustrating. I'm not a coach.
I'd assume
I don't know if I could be a coach because I would MF motherfuckers.
It's frustrating on the defense because of the offense, though, too. But I don't think the offensive problems are Mac Jones. I do think it's the play calling. It's
conservative play calling.
But it's over-conservative, and you don't use your weapons.
I still think they need a number 1 receiver.
But how many times did you see your 2 tight ends going out together?
They had an opportunity to draft.
Yeah, A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf,
A.J. Brown, Samuels.
McLaughlin,
and
the football team.
Didn't Harry request a trade?
Yeah. I gave up. I was hoping that this would be like Harry had a chance in this game, right? Because Aguilar was out, so I'm like, okay, maybe he can prove something here. And when he had that third down drop, that was just
you know what Harry has had a lot of big head shots.
Yeah,
I think that he kind of maybe feels footsteps or doesn't want to get contact anymore. He's had some big ones in the preseason when he did that jump ball and he landed on. That was a head. He smashed his head on the ground. He was knocked out.
Yeah.
Knocked out. Yeah. The last game against the Colts, I think he got rocked in the brain. He's probably had problems in college.
Yeah.
So he's probably like business decision wise, like he's had a lot of big head shots, which a lot of big head shots are not good for you. We all know.
I kind of wish they put like Wilkerson in the game, but I still don't understand though why Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry aren't on the field together and run routes together.
I don't understand that. I thought that there would be a 2-headed monster out there. They both in the slot.
Run one up the seam, run one in the middle, and see what happens.
They're not on the field together.
That's what I mean. They're never on the field together. And if they are,
didn't they pay them like $100 million?
Yeah, but if they're
why aren't they on the cover of? Why aren't they on tickets?
But that's
why aren't they on their social media posts?
But that's what I mean. You don't have a number 1 receiver, but you have 2 number 1 tight ends.
It doesn't make sense.
So why not use those weapons there? Like.
One of those guys will be gone. One of those guys won't be here next year. One of them's going to get traded. One of them will be here. One of them won't.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of having both of them if you don't even use one of them?
Well, you paid both of them,
but
so
you don't even use one of them. Like,
well, Hunter Henry's their red zone guy,
but just obviously. The red zone though. Like, why isn't he there when it's? Why is it 3rd and 7, and you don't have the 2 tight ends in the field to try to pick up 7 yards, and instead you do a draw to your running back?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. It's mind blowing to me.
Yeah. And the one thing that Patriots did, how you talked about before, was the checkdowns. Like, there was a lot of throws to the running backs.
Yeah.
There's no throws to the running backs anymore. It's rare.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, like, I know Ramondre Stevenson can catch the ball in the backfield.
It's predictable.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's predictable. When I called this
game,
if
it's 3rd and 9, you know they're running the ball.
I called
they're not gonna let Mac
the
throw.
game for the Buffalo game. I just called it on the national radio broadcast, and on every single longer down and distance, I could basically just call out what they're going to do. Oh, Bolden's in the game. He's either protection or screen.
Yeah.
Every time. Oh, it's 2nd and super long. Back on track. Screen draw. Back is deeper than the quarterback. He's going to skip step. Basically, it's a skip step. He stands straight up, opens up for the handoff, and that's a draw. Like, everybody knows that. You need to start doing something that they don't anticipate, because if you're a situational awareness person, which Bill coaches everything on situations, plus 50 shot, backed up, hard count, P and 10 run, direct run, 2nd and long, get back on track, 3rd and long, get what you can get, live to see another day. Like, all that stuff, that's what they do, and other teams have seen that. So I don't know. It's frustrating, and I need to take a break because I drank all my beer, and I need to go pee.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back. All right, we're back. The Dan and Ninko Show, and Brody is happy to see Dan. He's like, "Are you my dad?
Can you take me now?
Can you take me home? Take me to the Malinois that will just destroy me in 3 seconds."
They probably like him.
Yeah, I mean he's a big baby.
Yeah, he's fluffy.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Brody.
No microphone, huh?
Oh,
Don't eat that.
Oh, he'll eat that. Get down. Get down. We need some training.
Don't eat that microphone. You already eat the walls.
Protection Dog. Let's get the... I can't even speak. Protection Dogs Plus. This is good.
Yeah.
All right.
Spiritual gangster.
This one's down. What's the next one? It's a Thursday. New Year's Eve tomorrow. I got to work, but it's okay. I don't have to go to New York, so I'm happy about that.
Are you working remotely?
Yeah, just tomorrow. Well, we'll see. Well, this is 7%. Holy shnikes.
That one was 6.5.
This is 6.5. Holy shnikes. All right.
That one's good. Keeping.
Quick car question.
Dancing.
Quick car question. You can ask me about.
I can ask you about.
I can ask you about this. So, the Porsche. I don't know if it's.
Can we go back to like?
Yeah.
Can we go back to like all my takes on it that I don't think you were like a Porsche guy?
I'm not a Porsche guy.
Like the blue Porsche was kind of like.
No, I like the blue Porsche. I think it's beautiful. It's beautiful color. Yeah. Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like a Porsche guy.
Should put on some like Euro music.
Well, I don't know. That's different.
Eurovision.
No, I feel like I need white pants, tight white pants
gloves.
with like a scarf and
gloves,
rim glasses.
Yeah.
So I need to find something. I'm going to sell that one. We're going to get rid of that one. It's a hot car right now, so it's just it's probably a good idea to get rid of it right now before things.
You're European.
It's Euro. Yeah.
It's ready to go.
You can really dance. Yeah, you can really dance.
It's like Eurovision.
We are dancing. Yeah. So yeah, my question is, do I do like I want a manual. I want a manual car, newer manual car. I have the old stuff. I thought about doing the Impala, the 63 Impala. It's a beautiful car. I love that car, but I just don't know if I would love it versus having like a newer car. Because if I got rid of the Porsche, I wouldn't have like a newer car because I got rid of the Hellcat to get the Porsche.
Yeah.
which I was okay with doing it because it was borderline too many miles for me. And once you get to over a certain amount of miles,
You
it starts
put all the miles on it, though.
I know. That's okay.
It's not like you got the car with that many miles.
Well, I know. You put a certain amount of miles on it, then you need to make sure. If it was if they made a Hellcat with a manual, gosh, why are you crying?
Because nobody wants it.
You got to poo? I hope not. Because if you poo, show's over. Show is over. It'll be done. Dunzo. But anyway, I like a 2021 ZL1 Camaro manual. I like a 2019 ZR1 manual, but they're stupid expensive.
Yeah.
180 grand, 185 grand for a Corvette. Doesn't make sense to me. And everyone's like, oh, they're going to keep going up.
There's only so much you can go up on a Corvette. Like, that's
I
the
don't
thing.
know.
Like, there's no Corvettes. They're going to be
Corvette.
250 grand.
Well, there are old Corvettes that are.
Yeah,
$250,000.
but not
So, like, if it's the
2019.
last manual car ever produced by a Corvette, don't you think that
they might be outlawed to own soon.
Well, en masse, yeah.
That's where do you live?
Yeah. Well, Florida seems nice.
Yeah. So a ZL1, like a loud ZL1.
Yeah, like a cammed.
Yeah.
Which I had one, but it was an automatic, and that's why I got rid of it. Because the automatics are boring. Like, you drive an automatic, after a certain point, you're like, okay, it's loud and it's fast. Like, a manual, at least you're always using it, and it's not an everyday car. So people watch it, are like, what's a manual? What's a manual? They don't even make manuals anymore, unless it's a...
People I think like you're looking for the owner's manual.
Yeah, owner's manual.
Yeah.
Like, yo, change the oil?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
tire pressure?
What's a clutch?
Yeah. Third pedal?
Yeah. So you want a manual transmission ZL1 Camaro. Probably in blue.
I just found
blue or
one.
burgundy, right?
So funny you say that. I found a burgundy one.
Blue or burgundy?
Well, this blue one, I went and looked at this blue one, and there was rubber rubber melted all inside the rear, so it probably had 900 miles of donuts. I found this one. That's nice.
That's not burgundy. That's red.
Well, it's a burgundy. It's
red.
It's more of a red. Yeah, it's more of a red.
It's like this color red.
No, that's not. That's not victory red.
It's pretty damn close. I think it is. I think it's just because
Blue.
It's inside.
This one's got 60. They don't make a Camaro anymore. Like a Camaro ZL1. Do they not make them?
They might not make it anymore.
I think they stopped making them.
We can't get cars now. You know, now with Omicron too.
Omicron.
I was just on a conference call on the way here. You know, like how there's been the chip shortage. Well, now all the chip factories are shut down because of Omicron. So this shortage is going to last actually into 2023 now.
2023.
Yeah.
Maybe I should hold on to that Porsche. It'll just keep going up.
Probably not.
You don't think so?
They still build some of them. It's going to be it's not
That Porsche was
it's not
sitting
going to
at
get back to the levels it needs
the Porsche that I bought was sitting at a port for 2 months. They couldn't get it to America.
Yeah, because there's no ships.
No ships.
Yeah.
It was sitting there.
Yeah.
Done. Ready to go for 2 months.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it here.
Because common cold.
There's
Raging.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. Well, Joe Rogan, where you at? You got to get Joe on the show. I'll hit him up. He might come on.
That'd be interesting. Who'd be more interesting, Joe Rogan or Captain Insano on the show?
Joe Rogan. Captain Insano, you know what you're going to get
What
with
if you
Captain
uncensored
Insano.
him, though?
Oh, Captain Insano. We'd be canceled in a second. We'd be canceled in 3 seconds.
Nobody can see because he always sits on your side and you're like pinching his leg and everything.
Yeah, shut up. Because he's, he's old. Old people they don't have the filters. They just don't care.
Yeah, that's what it
Who
is.
gives a shit, Robert? That's what he said. Who gives a shit, Robert? I don't give a
You
shit.
can't say that shit.
Say, Dad, yeah, but I would lose my job. Okay?
That's fine.
Yeah,
All right.
you're good.
So we'll go to picks.
Let's do picks.
All right. First game, Falcons at the Bills.
Bills.
I'm going to take the upset on this one and go Falcons.
At the Bills? The
At the
Falcons
Bills.
don't want to be at the Bills. They want to go to Aruba.
Actually, the Falcons are actually not that bad of a
They're
team.
not bad of a team, but
Like,
I just watched
they're not their
the
7-8
7th
record.
episode of Man in Arena. I feel bad. Is it bad that I feel bad for guys that will never win a Super Bowl, like, in their careers over? Like, I feel so bad for
guess it
Kurt
depends on the
Warner.
player.
Kurt Warner, like, I feel bad for Larry Fitzgerald.
Kurt Warner won a Super Bowl, though.
No, he didn't.
They won one with the Rams.
Did they win one?
Yeah.
Oh
Before,
yeah, they came up
before,
a yard short.
Yeah, the year
that
before.
they played the Titans, right?
Yeah.
And they beat the Titans on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
Okay, so they won a Super Bowl, but like Larry Fitzgerald, a Hall of Fame player,
He did everything he could to win that Super Bowl.
he beast.
Remember that 50-yard slant, and they just
took it to the house.
It looked like
it's on my story right now.
He was so fast, it looked like everybody else was just stopped, like not moving. That's how fast he went.
I feel bad for guys, and because I was so close, I could have easily been 0-3 in the Super Bowl. Like I easily could have been 0-3.
That's right, because the Seahawks and the Falcons.
One play, Seahawks, 0-2.
Yeah.
Come back.
Could be one play on the Falcons too, though.
One play.
I mean, because
0-3.
tied it up with
I would have been 0-3. I'd have been like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. Well, Welker never won a Super Bowl, I don't think.
I feel so bad for him.
Right? Because he was just around on the Giants ones.
I feel so bad. Well, I feel bad for, when Jason Taylor was here, he does the radio broadcast for the Dolphins now. And we were just talking because
he's never won one.
I played with him, and I said something like, "Oh yeah, like that year we got to the AFC Championship." He's like, "Oh, only the AFC Championship." I think he played in one playoff game in his whole career.
Yeah,
like, and all those guys, Junior Seau losing in 07. All he wanted to do was win a Super Bowl.
You can be a free agent though and go to a team. Like, look at Chris Long, right? He had never won a Super Bowl, went to the Patriots, won that one.
He was miserable, though. He was miserable with the Patriots. Then he went to the Eagles, and it was like wearing the dog mask. I love this.
Yeah, but he won one. There's
yeah.
plenty of guys that
won
have done
two.
That.
He won two.
Right, yeah, he won two. One with the Eagles and one with the Patriots. But there's plenty of people that have done that. So, I mean, it's up to you if you want to stay with your team your whole career and be miserable in Miami.
I loved Miami. I enjoyed Miami.
You don't think you'd enjoy it now, though?
And Diego, Miami, party in the city with the heat is on all night on the beach to the break.
You liked going 0-16 and not playing?
No, I was miserable. I was in an extended stay and it smelled like curry. So
I loved Miami.
I remember crying. I would cry. I'd be calling my agent, crying like, "I just need a shot. I just want to play." Talking to the head coach, "Hey coach, we're 0-10. Can I get a shot?" "Hey, Rob, well, we're gonna keep playing hard, and you're just gonna be on the practice squad, okay?" Like, fuck you, bastard. All of them guys got fired.
Yeah, of course. Miami's had their whole staff fired. It's like a decade. It's twice a decade, right? That everybody gets fired in Miami.
Were you about to strike one of my star players? You're fired.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Flores is fired next year.
No, he just went on a 7-streak heater.
They're not going to beat the Titans. Their season's over.
What if they beat the Titans?
They're not going to.
What if they do?
What if the Patriots beat the Bills?
Well, they win the division.
What if J.C. Jackson intercepted that ball?
They would have won the game.
What if Jamie Collins took the pick six back?
They would have won that one, too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Be the number one seed.
Jamie Collins is in bonus time. That guy plays well for the Patriots and gets $30 million from every other team, and then just collects the money after they cut him.
But this time,
he's made $30 million from the Browns.
Yeah.
And he got cut. Came to the Patriots, played for minimum.
Yeah.
Got $30 million from Matty P.
Came back to play for him.
Came back. They're still paying him $8 million. He's making $8 million this year.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, is that this is the last time he's coming back because he is terrible this year.
No, he's not terrible. He's just overweight.
Good.
He needs to lose some weight.
I know.
Well, he's fat and happy. He's loaded.
But that's what I mean.
Look at Conor McGregor now. He looks like a heavyweight. Guy's loaded. He don't care.
That's because he's just like working out, though. That's all he's doing.
Nah, he's drinking and eating. I bet you Conor McGregor doesn't fight again.
No, I think he will.
I don't think he does.
It's too much of a payday not to.
I think he's making $1 billion a year with his stupid alcohol.
He sold it
for a lot of money.
Yeah,
he sold. No, he sold Proper 12.
Yeah, most positive.
No, he didn't sell Proper 12.
Most positive he did.
Let's see. I hate these phones. These stupid phones. No way he sold it.
Notorious one made most of his income via the sale of Proper 12 whiskey brand.
Yeah, the sale, not the. No, he didn't sell it.
Along with co-founders Ken Austin and Audie Adar, sold their majority stake of the whiskey brand Proper 12 to Promixo Spirits for a whopping $600 million deal.
Yeah, so he made $300 million.
Yeah, probably.
He's loaded. He don't have to work anymore.
He's gonna fight again.
But he does like Lambos and really expensive things and big yachts.
That money's
It
all
goes
gone.
quick.
when you're dropping $15 million on
When
vacation.
when you got a $15 million boat with a crew,
yeah, it goes pretty quick.
it goes fast.
All right, so to recap.
Whoa.
Oh, Brody's upset.
What's wrong with you? Your hair's up. What's wrong with you? You're not Protection Dog Plus.
He didn't think your Bills pick was good there. But to recap, I take the Falcons, you take the Bills.
There's nothing there. Hey, come here.
Brody.
Hey, Poofy.
Brody.
Come here. All right.
He didn't like your first pick.
Who are you picking?
All right, so the next game is Giants at the Bears.
Bears.
I'll also go Bears on that one.
That Bears.
This is going to be a good game. Chiefs at the Bengals.
Bengals.
You're going to take the Bengals?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the Chiefs on that one. He's not happy about something.
Out there, buddy. Your hair. Put your hair down.
He's a little upset.
What? You're screwing up our show. Come here. He hears something. Right?
Yeah. Come here. Brody, come here. Come here. Here.
All right, cut me in.
All right.
What's the next one?
So you went Bengals, I went Chiefs. So Dolphins at the Titans.
Dolphins. Dolphins.
You want to consult your picks that you're doing
Nope.
tomorrow? All right, I'm going to take the Titans. Raiders at the Colts. It's going to be funny to see who
Colts.
starts the quarterback.
Colts.
Carson Wentz is on the COVID list.
They can run the
unvaccinated, but he can get off now in 5 days.
Well, CDC.
It's the same thing if you're vaccinated or
CDC
not
says,
vaccinated.
"Oh well, our world will shut down if we have a 10-day."
What I don't understand though is everybody will be vaccinated to get something done. Now, if you're vaccinated or not, you only
doesn't
spend
matter.
5 days.
Well, hey, vaccinated, you would have,
But they came out and said it's because they want to get people back to work.
Vaccinated people can't give the virus to other people. So
Yeah. All right. So you take the Colts. Oh, I'll take the Colts too because I think he's going to play.
Hugh, sir.
Bucks at the Jets.
Bucks.
Eagles at the football team.
Eagles.
Rams at the Ravens.
Rams.
Broncos at the Chargers.
Chargers.
I'll also go Chargers. Texans at the 49ers.
49ers.
Niners. Good game here. Cardinals, Cowboys.
Cardinals.
I'm going to go with the boys. This one.
We them boys.
Panthers at the Saints. Sam Darnold is back. But so is Taysom Hill.
Saints.
I'll also go Saints. Lions at the Seahawks.
Last hurrah for Russell Wilson. Seahawks.
And Pete Carroll, probably.
Yes.
I'll also go Seahawks. Vikings at the Packers.
Packers.
Yeah, Packers. The Monday night game. Browns at the Steelers. This could
Steelers.
be-
I'm going Steelers.
This could be
'cause
Big
Ben's
Ben's
last
last
hurrah.
game in
Steelers.
Heinz Field. I will also go Steelers. Actually, that brings me up to another thing. How about your boy Baker? He looked great last week, huh?
Did he look good?
No, he threw like 4 interceptions.
Yeah, he's terrible. Everybody thinks like,
Baker.
He threw for 222,
he's the
2
future
touchdowns,
of
4
the
interceptions.
Browns.
They're gonna give him $30 million a year.
yeah, give him $30 million. See what happens.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, you're gonna suck.
That upset
I
you?
love Terry Bradshaw. Do you hear him?
No.
Can we please put in the Terry Bradshaw clip? You can find it. Put it in right now of Terry Bradshaw talking about Baker Mayfield. It's hilarious. Terry Bradshaw's probably slipping a little bit.
What did he say? That he's just terrible.
He was like, I don't want to talk about Baker Mayfield, but I don't like him either.
I don't think it's right on Christmas Day to sit here and pound on Baker Mayfield. But I don't like him either. I remember when Wentz from
Does that make you like feel bad that Baker will in 1 year will make more than you made in your career?
No, I don't give a shit. I could care less.
But he's not good though.
I don't care. It is what it is. That's the world we live in. We have people making shit tons of money that suck, that aren't good people, that are terrible people. They make a lot of money and they're freaking tool bags for it, and they act like tool bags. So it doesn't bother me. It's a great thing. I know at the end of the day, my career will trump his career, and I'll say, I got 2 rings. He's never going to get a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah. No, I can
Unless
see
he's
that.
a backup somewhere.
Yeah,
So
that's no way.
the one thing I could say, no matter how much money you got, how much success you have, how cool you think you are, you'll never be able to buy being a Super Bowl champion.
You buy the rings.
Yeah, but you're not on them. You're not.
Yeah, no. So you could buy a ring.
You can buy a ring.
Yeah,
I could
plenty
buy a
of them for
diamond.
sale.
I could buy a Rolex. I could buy whatever I want. Doesn't mean that I'm like forever on a list of guys that are going to be with Lombardi forever.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen.
All right, and then the last game
Cheers.
will be Jacksonville at New England.
Jacksonville. No, I'm kidding. New England's going to kill.
New England is a 16.5-point favorite right
See,
now.
I think I would take the points on that.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't think they're going to
I don't
push
think
it
they'll.
that hard.
I don't think they'll win by 16.
16.5 is a lot.
That's
Like,
a lot. I
yeah.
might put 1,000 on it. Get a
For-
bookie.
For what? For
Just
the Jaguars?
Just spread.
You just got to drive over the border.
We can't. Oh yeah, we'll go up there.
No, you go to New Hampshire or to
Yeah, I like New Hampshire.
or to Rhode
I got
Island.
land in New Hampshire.
You just go on your phone and do it.
Oh, you can do it on your phone?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
You just can't do it in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
What do you think about
That'll change
What do you think
eventually
about
when
Dominique Foxworthy saying that Bill Belichick will never win another Super Bowl?
I hate to say that I actually have to work with him sometimes, but it's like a stupid statement. It's dumb, but whatever.
I just don't understand how everybody's now jumped off because
Everybody
they,
was on it. Oh, the Patriots are the best. The Patriots are going to be their back. And then, like, 2 games, they're like, Bill Belichick's never going to win a Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
Like, he's got more than anyone else. Like,
Well, the other thing too is he's got. This is the first year of this team, right? Like
He also-
they're
I
only
mean-
going to get. You can't tell me that Mac Jones isn't going to get better. Who's already pretty good as a rookie.
he's going to be great.
and he's going to get better.
He's going to get better.
And better. And
He's going to get better. Everyone's biggest knock is, well, the arm strength there.
But
He's got good arm
I
strength.
don't see his like. Yeah, can he?
He's got great accuracy. Would you rather a freaking rifle or accuracy?
Yeah, I get he can't run across his body and throw the ball 50 yards, but like you don't need to do that. Not in this offense. Like you sit in the pocket,
Like I
you throw the ball
said,
25
we're
yards
caught up
down
in
the
a
field.
society of flash.
Yeah, like Josh Allen can throw the ball through a wall.
He's a big boy. He's very impressive looking. I'd love to
but they're not going to win.
baptize him
Though.
too.
They're not going to win.
No, they won't win.
'Cause, I
Something will happen. He'll throw a pass.
He
that
almost
will
threw the
get
game
interception.
away. That's what I mean. He almost threw the game away.
He'll get sacked out of field goal range.
Yeah.
He'll do something that's just like not a Super Bowl winning play.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Like he'll do that.
Yeah. That's what it'll be.
Now, do I think he'll do that forever? I still think he's very young. I think he's a great quarterback for Buffalo.
I don't think his accuracy is that good.
He's pretty damn good.
He's not
I think,
that good.
I think in moments he panics and he gets a little bit frustrated and he'll
But
take
you can't
chances.
panic in the playoffs, though.
Can't, and you'll get beat.
Yeah. When you go up against a good team, you can't panic. You will lose that
I
game.
think that this year, though, doesn't it feel like a strange year of each side doesn't have a clear cut?
it's the roller coaster.
And is that what the NFL wants? Do they want
Yeah,
that?
because it makes the playoffs better.
It makes the playoffs. Anybody can win. Any given
That's
game
the thing
can
is like
be
you go in the playoffs, right? There isn't really a real favorite in the playoffs. Like, yeah, there might be a betting favorite and all that, but
there's not a clear cut like
like a
number
team,
one.
Yeah, a team that's just going to go in and,
Patriots undefeated
Yeah,
are
no,
running through everybody, get to the Super Bowl.
No.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody's kind of evenly matched because they each do things better than the other teams, and
I agree.
coaching comes into play. You have young coaching, you have young quarterbacks, and all that. But like the AFC is wide open. But I think the NFC is wide open though too, because the Cardinals aren't that good.
Tampa just got
who've been there.
goose egged by the Saints.
Yeah,
0 points, and they lost all their key players because guys were taking their knees out.
I know. But that's what I mean. They're gone, right? The Cardinals have not looked good in the last few weeks.
Cardinals look terrible.
The Packers are
I
always
hear
due for some
rumblings
screwed
that
up things.
Kyler Murray is kind of like a entitled little,
I can see that.
just little entitled, arrogant
I can see that.
type.
I can see that. Brody,
Brody,
come here.
I might have to go out. What's wrong with you, buddy? If you take a deuce in here, it's our fault. It's our fault.
It's his fault, right? You say.
It's my fault.
Look over at you.
It's my fault. All right. Well, I think that's a great episode number 51. I think that's a good wrap. We jumped on some good topics here. We took our picks Brody's about to take a deuce inside of our beautiful studio here off of Route 1 in
Rose gets to
Norwood.
pee on it.
Well, he already urinated over there.
Yeah, so he might not do it again. He won't go in the same spot.
I think pee's okay. Poop is... ugh.
I actually think it's the opposite because pee like soaks into the rug.
Yeah, but you could deal... Like, the poop is more of a potent smell. It tinges the nostrils. Second and third.
All right, but yeah, we'll see you guys next week with another
Yes.
Patriots victory. This one's a
Patriots
guaranteed
victory. Then we're going to Miami, which is...
that'll be a tough one.
suspect.
But I think Miami's going to lose to the Titans, so then it don't really
I think
matter.
we should get a PJ, go to Miami. What do you think?
Yeah,
Split
telling
it?
you, yeah.
Yeah, split the PJ?
I don't think you would. I don't. I think once you saw how much it was,
No, it's about 30 G's.
you'd freak out.
15 grand?
You'd freak out.
I'll sell the Porsche. I'll make 50 grand, 40 grand profit. And we'll just I'll split it. 15 grand, I'll still pocket 20. It's great.
I don't see you being able to do that.
Pocketing?
No, I don't see you'll be able to actually spend the money.
Well, what's wrong with JetBlue?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
that's your PJ.
Paige will let me go. Yeah, well, I like JetBlue. I like Southwest.
When was the last time you flew on an airplane?
When was the last time I flew on an airplane?
Holy shit.
A long time ago.
What year?
2020.
You flew on an airplane in 2020?
Right before the pandemic. I
Where?
think I flew. We went to New Orleans this summer. So the last time I flew was
Did you
we
fly
went to,
though? Oh, you
yeah,
flew and
we
then
flew.
you rented a
we
car.
rented a car and we
Oh,
went
that's right.
to.
Okay.
So yeah, so 2021.
So last like 5 years. But after you retired from the NFL, you've probably taken like 4 flights.
Yeah, just vacations.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we took the kids to New Orleans, rented the car, drove to the Panhandle, stayed in the car, went to Disney, from Disney, flight up here.
Okay.
So that was the
So you
last
did.
time.
For
That was
some
the last
reason, I was
time.
thinking it was like 2019.
Yeah, no, not 19. No,
Yeah.
it was more. It was this year, kind of, but that was
Well,
after
2020. Yeah. Oh, 2021.
the pandemic was.
Was starting to.
And now
creep
it's
down.
it's just whoa out of control. Everyone's just, you got a stuffy nose and a cough.
Yep. Get tested.
Get tested. Get tested.
Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, the whole 9 yards, and we'll see you
TikTok.
guys next week.
TikTok, you don't stop. See you guys. See you next week for episode 52. Dane Fletcher. Let's bring in Dane for an episode. Say bye, Brody. Brody. Say bye. Come here. Bye. See ya. See you later. He's a good boy. All right. See ya.